Today I have 7 espresso cups, and today I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite and why. But before I get into that, if you could please like and subscribe, that helps me produce more content. If you're looking at purchasing any of these, please use the link below. I make a small commission at no extra charge to you. It helps me produce more stuff. I have an Instagram account you can follow me. It's in the description below, and I also have a Patreon if you'd really like to support this channel. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to tell you which ones I have right off the bat here. And I have the Monty cup by Fellow. Next I have the Joey cup by Fellow. And then I have this double wall Bodum glass. Then I have this random small looking wine glass that is pretty cheap on Amazon. I have the Crew cup. I have a Husky Renewed cup. And then lastly I have the Not Neutral Lino cup. We're going to be talking about which one is the best and why. Also, if you have a mug that you like for espresso, please let me know in the description below. I'm looking at purchasing a lot more to do a really big overview of the best mugs out there to really help somebody choose the ones that they want to buy. So I need your help with that by giving me recommendations on what you want to see and recommendation on what is your favorite. So drop those in the comments below. So we are going to start with this kind of by brand, and we're going to go all the way over to the Fellow mugs. Fellow was originally started for having kettles, and they made really nice kettles. They weren't originally started. They had a brewer before that. Kettles kind of seemed to launch them, in my opinion, and they've branched out since then. This Joey mug is probably 7 years old now, and the Monty one is a few years old, and I've used them quite a bit. Couple things with these is these are both dual walled, which will keep heat a little bit more in them, and they also are not dishwasher safe. They come in a 2-pack, which is kind of an inconvenient thing for me because I typically don't like 2 of the same glasses. I like to have a nice variety. I wish I could save a little bit more money, even if it wasn't like 50% of the price of a 2-pack, even if it was like cost 60% for one of these versus the cost of a 2-pack. I would probably just get the single one. The Joey is a pretty nice mug. This is actually probably one of my favorite mugs because it just feels really nice to hold. However, when you have a bottomless portafilter from your espresso machine, you can see how wide that diameter is over the cup, which means if you aren't the best at dialing in your shot, oftentimes you'll have to clean up the side of your cup on it, which leaves me kind of not using this a ton because of the small gap from it, but it's probably one of my favorite ones to hold and drink from. It's got a good amount of scratches on the bottom from many years of use, but overall has held up super well, and I'm a super big fan of it. So I'm going to leave this one out here. The next one is the Monty one, and this is good for pouring latte art into. So if you are into macchiatos, this is a good one for that because it has a sloped, rounded inside on it. However, I find the lip on this one very thick, and it's not my favorite one to drink just a straight shot of espresso. When it comes to milk drinks, I'm okay with that thicker diameter, and it just kind of is more pleasant to drink from if it's a milk drink for me. It still seems like it's fairly thick. It's a nice cup. It's nice because it's stackable, and it also comes in a 2-pack, but it is not my favorite, and I would not put this as a contender even for milk drinks per se. Part of the reason why it might be good for milk drinks, in my opinion, is because I'm just accustomed to it from the local shop that I go to use those cups for their macchiatos. The next one is this one. It is really cheap, and I will put a link to the close. It looks like it's from Libby is the brand of it, and this is just a simple glass here. The nice side of it is it really helps you swirl it to bring out the aromas of it. There's debate on swirling. We're not going to get into that. But it really kind of helps bring that aroma to your nose in order for you to really get the most out of your espresso, which is nice, but I find it too long to really put underneath of an espresso machine. So some of this kind of depends. Are you somebody who brews your shot straight into the cup, or are you somebody who brews their shot into a glass and then pours it into a cup? Kind of makes quite a bit of a difference. If it's pouring for a cup, this would be a great option, but again, this is kind of a small narrow lid. It is the same size as the Joey mug, which makes me, honestly, I forgot that I had this one, so this is one that I personally would not buy again. The Bodum is, I do not believe, dishwasher safe. Again, it has a thick lip. It's okay. It doesn't have the best slope on the inside. It's dual walled, but it's nice to kind of have glassware that you can see entirely through. So this is a again, not a cup that I would personally keep, and also a cup that I forgot that I had for the lack of use that it gets in my coffee bar. Now, moving on to some of the bigger ones that we have, the more well-known one, this is a Husky cup. This is the Renewed Cup by Husky. This also comes in a 2-pack. Disclosure, Husky Cup did send me this for free when I asked for it because I was really intrigued by it. It has nice little grooves on the side of it so you can feel the temperature of it. It's single wall, it's plastic, but you can feel the temperature of it, but your hands aren't also going to get too hot from it. It is incredibly durable plastic, which means if you drop it, it will be fine. It also comes with these little plates, and these are stackable, both the plates and the cups. I love things that come with plates. However, I never really use the plates. This just sits in a drawer because I tend to drink my drinks fairly quickly. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite mugs. It's very lightweight. It has a nice wide top, which makes it very, very easy to pull a shot into without getting a mess if you have some channeling. There is quite a bit of scratches when it comes to the plate. The cup does feel like it has held up fairly well over the use of it. Again, you can drop it quite a bit. The one con that I have with this is the fact that when you miss the cup and your shot squirts on the side of it a little bit, it is very hard to clean out these grooves. However, this is dishwasher safe, so you can throw it in the dishwasher, and hopefully that'll help a little bit with that. Going on from there, we have the Crew EQ glasses. This is a very expensive glass. It comes in a 2-pack as well. This is a very, very great glass. It is designed in a lot of ways with a lot of thought process through it. It has a very thin lip on the top, which I find more pleasant to drink from. It has fins on the inside, which allows you to incorporate the crema in your shot. Crema is the little foam stuff on top of your drink. That allows you to do more than just swirling because it will actually integrate it. And it also gives you enough room to swirl it because of how long the cup is. It's dual-walled on the bottom in order to keep it warm and keep that retention in there. It also is not dishwasher safe. However, I do love the little details on here. I'll try my best to capture this on camera, but it says Crew on the glass on the inside there, and it says EQ as well on another spot for the name of the glass, and that is a very impressive little detail, and it's on the inner glassware. These are really, really nice cups. My main thing is typically how I wash my cups is, don't judge me too much on this, but I put them over a pitcher rinser, and then I put them on a towel to dry out on the inside. So I don't really take a rag inside and clean it, which makes this look kind of spotty and dingy because of the watermarks that are on it. Again, it's not like a big deal. If you take a simple rag on there, that will solve that problem really quickly. But this is a very, very nice glass. Next one is the Not Neutral Lino glass. This is by Not Neutral. They have a slope on the inside designed to pour latte art, and it comes with a saucer as well. Also, I believe this does come in a 2-pack. So this is where I want to get, and I want to kind of eliminate a couple glasses and talk about which ones exactly are the best to get for what purpose. I'm going to eliminate the Bodum one just because it's not that great, and I'm going to eliminate this one because it just doesn't have the clearance that I like. And I'm going to talk about these 5 real quick. This one I'm just sentimental to because this is the shop that I use pours macchiatos in this, but it would, if I had to choose one, this would probably be the first one to go because I feel like I can pour macchiato in this fairly well because it has a nice sloped interior as well. And then same with this Not Neutral one. I would choose that over this. This one is my favorite shot for espresso, but again, because of the small opening, this would also probably be my next one to go, even though this is probably my favorite one to hold. It just does not get used very often because of that small opening on the inside. So that one's the next to go, which leaves me down to 3 of these. Now, this is what I would choose. If I were to get a Not Neutral one, I would actually choose the one without the handle just because that handle's like really tiny and dinky and you can't really do much with it. So I would choose the one without the handle. So I'm going to be kind of discussing these 3 in regards to not having the handle. So the plus side with these 2 is without the handle on this Not Neutral one, both the Husky cup and the Not Neutral one can be stacked not Well, they could be stacked on each other, it looks like, but they could also be stacked on, if you had 2 not neutral and 2 Husky cups, which they come in a 2-pack, you can stack them on top of each other on your machine to save some more space. Both come with a saucer, but I would probably choose the not neutral one. Honestly, out of these two, I love my Husky cup a lot, and I might go to this one more, but I feel like it's only because it doesn't have the handle, and I'm not too big of a fan of the handle on this one. Both are great. Both are incredible. I wouldn't necessarily replace one or the other. This one is nice because it gives you that heat retention that you can feel on it, and it's a little bit bigger and gives you a little bit more headroom. Both can do macchiatos. These are both the most versatile ones out of the group. So if you're looking for just a one and done cup, I would definitely do the not neutral or the Husky cup, depending on what your preference is on what the looks are. I believe you might be able to get this Husky cup in a couple different colors. Same with the not neutral cup, also comes in a couple different colors, and both comes with the saucers, and both just look great in my opinion. So if you want a one and done, macchiatos, small milk drinks, whatever it is, and espresso, those are the ways to go. If you are looking for the best experience when it comes to tasting and really getting the most nuances out of it, you really can't beat the Crew. Both of those other ones are great, and I've probably used those more than the Crew, but if you're getting a new bean and you really want to get the most out of it, having so thought through is really, really worth it. It has that thin lip, it has the fins, it has the double wall on the bottom of it. If you clean it out with a rag, you can get most of the spots off, and it's not a big deal. This is a very nice cup. It's like $35 or something like that for a 2-pack, so it's not necessarily cheap, but you're also not getting something that feels cheap. It feels like a premium glassware. I'm a very big fan of Crew's glasses, and it looks like they just got a couple other ones in there, so you can plan on seeing those on the channel soon. But feels great. It's going to be fragile, but I've never broken glassware in my house. If that's something you're prone to, the Husky cup would be the best one to go to, because you can literally drop this anywhere and it won't break because it's plastic, but you don't get plasticky taste. But overall, the most pleasant experience to drink from is the Crew cup. So I hope this video finds it a little bit helpful. Again, to recap, not neutral or Husky cup, specifically without the handle, are the way to go to if you want espresso and macchiatos. Crew cup is the way to go to if you want a fine dining experience for espresso per se. But if you have any questions, if you have a favorite mug, if there's one that I did not put on this video that you want to see, let me know. I'll order it soon, and I'll do my best to compile a large video of a lot of cups. I know Not Neutral has a couple that I did not make, and those are on order on their way here. I know that I think Husky Cup maybe is pushing out a couple more. I don't think Fellow is. Crew has another one. So there's a lot of other espresso cups that we will be reviewing on here, and I'm excited for those. So please like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to having you join me for the next one.